Okay, this is David Johnson again, Grill Beast. Thanks for viewing our next video in our Barrel House Smoker video series. I want to talk about two things that I do to every smoker and every grill before I actually cook food in it. Even though, like I said, technically this is ready to go. As soon as it gets up to temperature, you can add meat to it right now. But for me, the Grill Beast way, there's two things that I do. And the very first thing I do is I start the fire in it, just like I showed you. And then I let it get up to temp, 250 to 300 degrees, and I let it burn a few hours at that temperature. And what that's doing is it's ensuring that any impurities, residues, or anything like that is burned off of the entire inside of the cooker and all the accessories. I have all the accessories inside there. Anything that would ever have food on it, I have inside there right now, burning all that kind of stuff off. When that gets done, I'll let it cool down, and then I'll turn the camera back on and we'll show you the second thing that I do to every cooker that I use. So I'm gonna let this burn for a while and I'll be right back. Okay, yesterday I showed you the first thing that I do to every grill or smoker that I get, and it's called, most people refer to that as called burning it off. And so now I'm going to show you the second thing that I do to all my grills and all my smokers before I cook on them for the first time. Now, as you cook on your grill and smoker and you're putting meat, the meat is on there, the grease is kind of splattering and stuff. It gets all over the sides of your smoker, and over time it's called, it becomes seasoned. But there's a way to speed that process up, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. So this one here, I already have it all broken down. We have a fire started in the bottom, so that's all ready to go. Now there's three products that you can use to speed up the seasoning process of your smoker. One of the easiest things to do is spray the whole inside down in all the parts that normally go inside the smoker or grill with Pam. The second easiest is to use Crisco and just rub everything down with Crisco. Now, what I do is whenever I fry bacon, I save the bacon grease. So this is what I use to season all my pits with. After I season it, I start a fire. Like I said, I've already started the fire for this one. I add usually hickory and apple wood to it, and it gets that smoky, meaty flavor seasoned all into your smoker the very first time. So let me show you how I do it, and then we'll get this one all seasoned up and ready to go. Okay, so all you need is a couple paper towels. Just kind of fold them up any old way you can. Open your bacon grease. So like I said, if you were to use Pam, you would just, let me take these parts out. They don't necessarily have to be coated. They've already been burned off. So now that all that is out of the way. So if I was to use Pam, I would just spray the entire inside with Pam, including the lid. I really don't want to get a whole lot on this piece of felt here because this is what seals the top of the smoker. Like I said, you could use Crisco or some kind of lard, and you just smear some on your paper towel and smear it all over. But like I said, I like to use bacon grease. It's better. I don't know if it's easier or not or harder. To me, it's just the way I've always done it. And you just put it on there, you just start wiping it all over the place. It is a messy job. You don't have to have it caked on. You just need a thin coating all over it. Because if you cake it on too much, what'll happen is when you start heating it up, a lot of it's going to run off anyway. And what happens when you have small thin coats on it, it bakes in. So that's the way you want to do it. You also don't have to be very neat about it either. Just get a little bit on the top. Like I said, over time, your grill or your pit will be coated anyway, but this is just a way to boost it and get everything nice and seasoned. And this helps add flavor to your meat. So there you go. It's that simple. Okay, this goes to also, you never want to wash down the inside of your pit. You don't need to clean it every time. You don't need to clean your grates to where they're nice and shiny. It's actually what you don't want to do. And if you're worried whether bacteria or anything, you can get sick, you won't, as long as you're doing a hot cook. So you don't want to wash things down. You want to, just brush them off, get the rough stuff off. And that's really the extent of cleaning your grill. I'm going to put everything back in here. Like I said, I already had the fire going. I'm going to put it on there and I'm just going to let it burn for the next few hours until all these coals are all burned out. And then tomorrow it'll be all ready. We'll put some meat in it and get our first cook going. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.